Hola amigos, what is up? Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy III PC Edition. This is your host, Tails Firaga. Now sit back and enjoy. In the last episode, we actually took on the Tower of Owen, or continued it along anyway. I believe we started it in a different part, and then realized that, oh shit, this is gonna take a while. And in today's episode, we're actually going to be going to the next area we need to go to. Or are we? I'm actually kind of a little bit not necessarily knowing where we're actually supposed to be going. Or I know where we're supposed to be going, but I'm not sure if I should actually go there quite yet. Because now that we've opened up more of the sea to explore, there's a lot of new places we can go to. That, and I really just don't know if I want to keep Refia as a thief for this long, though it does have its benefits, such as the ability to shank everyone to death, which always a pretty good thing. But it's kind of a case of maybe, maybe not. I don't know, I might even let the viewers decide, which is kinda something I never thought I'd say. You guys get to decide my fate. We're a bit little, but we're in big trouble. Well, it seems that the dwarves have their usual lolly-ho thing going on here and stuff. Is anything in the Final Fantasy IV taught me it's not? That's what dwarves say all the time. Oop. There's a message from Topapa. Recently, the children have started to play further and farther away from Ur. While I praise their adventurous spirits, I worry that it will lead them to trouble. Ooh, I sense a sub-quest coming on. The first time I met Miss Sid, she was a passenger on my airship. It was love at first flight! Get it? Ha! Ah. Yeah. Alright then, that's enough of that. That was always a little bit silly. So they put a ward around the shrine. I'm guessing this is the shrine? The rascal Gutsko is made off with a horn of ice. He made his getaway through the underground lake. Dwarves can't swim. Alright. You know, I've always wondered, if dwarves can't swim, then why do they live on an island? It's a little bit odd when you think about it. Okay, that's a resty-uppy place. And here's a couple of items I can buy. I think I will buy 17 potions. Now, we can always steal more, and indeed, stealing items is going to be pretty good eventually, but... What's a resilient melee fighters? What did you have to say about thieves? Okay, cool, awesome. So, I don't know if I actually covered this in the previous parts, but using that flee command is actually going to be pretty good for us. And that's mainly... Oh wow, Tearfang is not that great actually. Well, it's going to increase our agility probably, because the Viking axe is probably slowing us down, but... Also, Diamond Bell, none of our party can actually use that yet. Yeah, but eventually. I believe we're going to be coming up to a class soon that will be able to use it. Mage robe, so I could... Oh wow, Kenpogi. I'm gonna buy us a gi. And, I think I'm going to give Luneth an ice helm. And I'm gonna buy an extra mage robe just in case Refia turns back into a mage. So let's go. Kenpogi. That vastly increases our defense. Wow. And let's check 62 attack. I'll go with it for now. Meanwhile, you get the ice helm. And you get the shell helm. There we go. Yep, that's all looking pretty good, actually. I like that, that's relevant to my interests. Alright, so I'm gonna do a quick savey up in the surface, and then we'll go to where we need to go next, which is pretty conveniently on this island. Alright, now that I'm back from saving, we can go on to the next area, which is very conveniently over all the way to the left. So if we go up here, in we go. Oh no, are we turning ourselves into toads again? Nah, poor Refia. Someone give that girl a hug, really. I mean, after all the shit we're gonna go through in this dungeon, I think she deserves it. She is a trooper of unbelievable magnitude. And so, in with the spooky cave music again. Yeah, I don't know why, but like as a kid, the music for the dungeon theme and stuff never really freaked me out that much, but nowadays this music just kind of gives me the heebie-jeebies. And when you've got the heebie-jeebies, well, that's no fun for anyone. Yeah, so, speaking of no fun for anyone, we've got kind of a classic Final Fantasy enemy here. I believe this might actually be the first game that these guys appeared in. Or, okay, the proper version of the NES version of this game was the first appearance of these guys, I believe. I don't know, maybe they appeared in 2? I can't remember. If I remembered anything about 2, it's that 2 was not very memorable. I hope that made more sense than it kind of made sense in my head to say that, and then all of a sudden it didn't. Huh. It's almost like I don't really think this thing through for a second. Bombs here actually are capable of doing quite a number on you. If you're not careful, bombs will be using various fire spells. I think these things have access to fire or Fyra, I'm not sure. Maybe it's a later variant that does this, because bombs, their abilities do kind of differ from game to game as well. Another annoying thing that bombs have is the ability to use self-destruct. Now, in Final Fantasy IV, self-destruct actually deals as much damage as the user has health left. In this game, I don't know if they actually have that effect. Self-destruct just seems to do however much damage it likes, which, you know, can't say I blame it. I mean, if you were a bomb, would you argue with how much damage you did? No, you probably wouldn't. Also, Ingus really needs to hit more often. Wow. Crazy. It's a good thing we got that armor for him. Actually, I'm pretty sure that with the armor we do have, no one's gonna be one-hit killing us for quite a while, actually. Now, if I did have Refia as a black mage for this, then it probably would be a little bit easier to get through this because, you know, you'd have the ability to cast Blizzard on those enemies. Bombs, being a fire-based enemy, are weak to ice-based attacks. I think I cleared all the treasure chests out of that room. If I'm wrong, I might go back and show treasure chests I missed. Because, you know, you always gotta have those treasure chests. Alright, so here's some manticores right here. I believe these guys will be able to petrify us if we're not careful. Which, I forgot if that makes sense or not. Are manticores known for petrifying people, turning them to stone? I honestly can't remember. All I know is that these guys have like the best, like, heavy metal haircuts and stuff. They're really feeling themselves. They're really rocking out there. What you don't see, actually, is a stereo off in the distance blaring Saxon. That's what you really need to look out for. Oh man, manticores listening to Saxon. I always kinda actually more peg them for, Black Sabbath fans myself. Maybe, oh, let's go with something that's, not terribly well known. Witchfinder General. Does anyone remember Witchfinder General? Probably not. If you do, you're probably lying. Either that or you don't exist. Whichever one works, really. Yeah, so we've got rocks. Rocks are cool. I guess. Maybe. This can actually cast Cure here. Because Ingus and Rufia need a little bit of healing. There we go, we're all set now. Oh man, Ingus, that looks like a great strategy, punching that rock. Well, I always call these guys rocks, but they really, like, they pulsate a lot. Are rocks known for pulsating? I've never really met a rock in real life, so I don't know. I'm sure the rocks are very nice people in real life. Oh god, these guys have Petrify. Lunith, please don't... Oh god. With arc hitting, Lunith is guaranteed to kill. Damn. Well... That's Petrify for you. Yeah, that's kind of one of the problems with the semi-randomized turn order is... You know what, I honestly kind of like the fact that in the later games they're active turn order and stuff. Because then with ATB, you're actually able to kind of react to your status problems and get them solved in a fairly timely manner, where in this game's semi-randomized tomfoolery, it's not that easy, I'll tell you. No, well, look at all these Manticores. I'm gonna steal from one of these Manticores. Maybe they'll have something good. What items would a Manticore have? Probably potions, but... maybe. Gold needles, wow. Maybe these guys... Yes, they do! They do have the ability to petrify. And cast Blizzard, it seems, wow. These guys definitely have their bases covered. Let's go into retaliate mode here. If push comes to shove, we can shove them back. It always seems that Rufia is just the only one that gets petrified here, though. That's a little bit silly. At least we reacted enough in time. And if Rufia, and probably Ingas as well, if they ever need to catch up in the health, the experience rankings and stuff, I can always just power level off some low-level enemies, too. I actually do kind of like having everyone in, at kind of the same level of experience points, because it feels really good when everyone levels up at once. Yeah, I don't know if I'm the only one that thinks that. Probably so. I'm kind of a little bit stupid if you haven't been able to tell. Yeah, well, let's get this guy some more. Blimey, these guys have a lot of health, or at least they have a lot more health than I was thinking they would. But Ingus is starting to do some pretty good damage without the use of weapons now, so I think having him as a monk is finally starting to pay off. There we go, Lunith, Arc. No level up for Rufia and Ingus. That's okay, though. They don't need your crummy experience points anyway. Okay, I believe we're probably gonna get one more random enemy encounter. Probably, knowing this place. Yep. Oh hey, it's a fish dude! Hi there, fish... Oh, merman! Wow, mermaid man and... Gonna fuck this guy's face, boy. Mermaid man and a rock. It's great. Apparently the power of electricity isn't that great against a rock. Normally I'd suggest like aiming for the horn, but I guess that probably won't work here, actually. Now that's a bit silly. After all, it's ground types that have no damage from electric types. Silly billies. I guess out of all the elemental weaknesses in Pokemon that make sense, that's probably one of them. I mean, if you're properly grounded, then you won't get, like, electro-shooked. Or something like that, I don't know. I actually don't know how electricity works. Maybe it works in mysterious ways. Maybe it works by chanting its name repeatedly. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it works with a tribal sacrifice and basically throwing a pig into a fire. Yeah, I don't know. Who knows? Physicists? Maybe. Seems like a physicist's problem. But I am no physicist. I am just a common everyman. And that's not even true. I'm just some schmuck who really likes Final Fantasy IV. And Pokemon. And making idiotic comments. So, in other words, I'm, a Let's Player. Hi, guys. Alright, we've got a boss fight here, too. Go away, scat, skittle, skabobble. The horn is mine, mine I tell you. He's got a snake wrapped around him. And also, he is big. This is Gutsko, and he is our boss enemy dude McPlace thing. I guess I don't think he has anything to steal, other than those lovely riches he had. So Gutsko here actually isn't too bad of a boss fight, if I remember correctly. Maybe we're prepared enough for him. He does have quite a powerful physical attack at his disposal, but if you've been properly leveling up your party, which I haven't been doing, obviously, if you've got a properly leveled party, you should be able to beat him pretty easily and survive most of his attacks. And as you can see, we've all got a fair amount of health, nothing too spectacular, but we should be able to do some decent damage to this while surviving. Surviving is always a good thing. You never really feel bad that, oh man, my party survived. That sucks, I wanted everyone to die horribly. No, you never say that, because that's kind of a stupid thing to say. Unless you just want to see how badly your party can lose to a boss fight. Oh man. So, what are the finer parts of Gutsko? Well, he has a snake wrapped around him. So, that's pretty cool. He also has avian wings for some reason. Maybe he's some kind of angel dude. Yeah, I don't know. I've never really pried into the personal life of Gutsko. You know, I bet he probably doesn't like people asking about that either. It's just like, hey mate, you're trying to pry into my personal life? Well, I don't like it when you do that. I'm Gutsko the Rogue, dude. That, by the way, is totally what his voice would sound like, totally. You know what, let's use Cura, why not? We're not gonna use it at any other part in the boss fight, so, that should be good, and besides, it's basically guaranteed to heal us up to full at this point. Like, even, like, right then and there. Because we were kind of at fairly high amounts of HP, I guess. Alright, advance once more. Nope, still not going in for the kill, that's a little bit upsetting. Oh no, he's got Cure as well. But it's largely ineffective. How dare he? How dare he be largely ineffective? That's not something he should be at all. Well, okay, I say largely ineffective, but considering that's, yeah, no, it seems to be on the decline now. Still, 193, like, even that tiny little bit, like, that doesn't seem like much in the grand scheme of things, but this early on, it could be the difference between life and not life. Whatever the opposite of life is, I'm not really that good at this kind of stuff, really. Alright, come on, slashy, slashy, punchy, punchy. Well, he's just gonna undo that damage 100. He's very good at hitting those hundreds. He's very good at kinda just stalling, really. Maybe he's on the ropes and he realizes that and he doesn't want to die. I mean, to be fair, nobody really wants to die. At least I don't think. I mean, if they do want to die, yeah, I am not one to judge. Okay, that was just melee attacks that time, so maybe he thinks he's in the clear. Maybe we've lulled Gutsko into a false sense of security. That's just a fun name to say, too. Gutsko. Guts Go. It's like a company that you buy guts from. How much health does this guy have anyway? Because he has just been like inhaling like maybe I'm just a little bit under leveled or something like that, or maybe I should probably have come in with a black mage? Yeah, I don't know. All I know is advance. Oh shit. No, god damn it. Now Referee is tiny. Oh, no. Oh man, I forgot he could do that actually. Let's have you go into the back row. And, nope, he's going first this time, but no, he's just kind of stalling, really. I really don't know if this guy has anything to, steal, actually. Maybe I'll try it, like, once. Maybe twice. I'm surprised he didn't, go for minifying Lunith, because Lunith's been the damage dealer so far. You know, for an ability that I don't always... You know, I don't ever use Advance, it's been coming in handy a lot in this boss fight, I'll say that. No, it doesn't seem to have anything to steal. Nope, he just likes punching Lunith now. And there we go. He punched the buggy, and then the buggy punched back. Funny how that works. God, look at her, she's so tiny now, though. Aww. Just kind of want to pick her up and take you home with you. Take her home with it, not take you home with you. That's just a little bit weird, really. Why wouldn't you take yourself home? Also, we got the Horn of Ice. So, that's cool. He vanished? Anyway, let's bring the horn back to the dwarves. Alrighty then. Yep, everyone's properly healed up, and... You know, I don't really see much of a problem with that, actually. Gutsuko was a little bit tough, but I do feel like I came in at kind of a low level, so maybe that has something to do with it. Ruinous Wave, wow. We're already encountering some new enemies, too. You know, we beat that Gutsuko guy fairly easily. Like, he didn't even knock out any of our party members. He didn't do too much damage, I guess. Like, he did some damage, but we were properly healing and everything, so... Oh, fuck. Oh, good, okay. Oh, man, anyone who played Final Fantasy know why I instinctively said, oh, fuck, during that announcement. Oh, bad breath is not a thing you want to get hit by in any Final Fantasy game. Unless you like having every status problem, you don't want it. Actually, bad breath. Marlboros aren't in this game, are they? Which is weird, because bad breath is usually something that the Marlboro family of enemies has. Okay, there's another gold needle. Well, let's just... You know, I believe I should actually cut to the end of this dungeon, actually, I believe. I realize this might take a little bit of a while. Alright, here we go. We gotta turn back into toads and swim up, I think. No, we don't. Okay. That's cool. Alrighty then. And that's all fine and dandy. I believe I will stop back at the inn first, though, because... Well, we need a little bit of health restoration after all of that... that painful ordeal that it was. And I'm gonna have to steal a phoenix down eventually. Wonder what enemy I'm gonna steal it from. Maybe a phoenix. Except those were dummied out at the NES version, I think, so probably not. Oh well, now that we got the Horn of Ice back, let's talk to this guy. Thank you for returning the horn, put it back in the shrine beside the other. I'll take down the board. Alright. So the wall is down, we can approach the shrine. Let's get going. Ha ha ha, how disguised is your shadow? Thanks for leading me up to the shrine. Oh, you bastard. You jerk. Oh, you devious, tricky man. Kutsuko steals the horns of ice. How'd you do that? And why do you keep stealing the horns in the first place? You silly twits. These are the horns of ice, wards against the fire crystal's flame. They're the key to the tunnel leading to the crystal. Now that I have them both, the power of the crystal is mine. Oh, that's all a little bit disheartening. Well, I think we're gonna have to solve that problem in the next episode. Also, we're not allowed to enter, because we're not dwarves. And there's no mail. There isn't any mail in tough times. So I guess I'll be seeing you guys in the next episode, where we go to the Molten Cave. Oh god, that's gonna be fun. So I'll see you guys later. This is Dance Frog signing out. Thank you guys for watching.